National Football League. Welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday. So it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups. We're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, it's going to be a hard team to beat.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third, they need 8. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, that's Andrews. A gain there of 15. Good for a Raven 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They go right back to Henry. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. From the gun, Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. And he will score. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
His kick is good. Makes the score. Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. A short one taken at the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down when he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. And with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Rodgers now. That is caught right side by Beckler. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He'll try the right side with Johnson. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the camera.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers. That's taken in, and he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
That's quickly out to Smith. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 26, and it sets up first and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. Like, I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Hey, 626. Back north.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall. Back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out, and they go for it on fourth and goal. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Steelers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already.
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Rodgers on 1st down. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, Johnson is running right. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Beckham.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Rodgers. This one caught just past the pylon. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route like towards the boundary in tight coverage. You've got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers are in the lead by the score of 13-7. following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. LaJohntay Wester now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. You allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Quick throw here, taken by Odell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
First down for Aaron. That pass reels it in on the right side. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 2.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Run it. 318.
To the air once more. It's Rodgers. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is fun. What a throw. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Wester now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been effective with the ball in his hands all season long. The NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdown score. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Jackson now on 2nd down. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. As we look at the playoff picture here, final week of the season, they know they control it, win and end. But if they lose, they might miss out on the playoffs entirely. first down throw from Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the gun, Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Always enjoy this time of year. Saturday NFL football, so let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Miller now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. A give, and here's Johnson. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, right back to Johnson. Hey, that's about as exciting a one-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Green 18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now. That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side, it is Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Rodgers. He'll get that to Wilson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try to run for it with Johnson. He will have a Steelers 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much. They get it on 3rd and a yard.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Another run here with Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run. Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Johnson. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Hey, check 26.
One more time with Johnson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Wester now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd and long for Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Still going. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead.
Steelers 33, Ravens 7.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Wester now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Henry. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Go again here with Henry. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They'll motion the tight end right. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Left side into the hand. Hopkins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple.
Green 18. Slip again.
They'll go again with Johnson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Green 18. Yeah, this. Green 18.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
58. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
you
lounge venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Today, we're set for a good one. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the NFL playoffs, the best time of the year, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, we're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week.
First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Once again, it's Pacheco. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right. At the line of scrimmage. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Mahomes now to throw on second down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. They try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on Down, he gets tackled short of the sticks.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
Getting your team into the playoffs, that's step one. But now this quarterback's going to lead them to victory today on the road. Hostile environment. He's got to play mistake-free ball, operate the offense, get in and out of the huddle. And when he has opportunities to make plays downfield, he has to make them.
Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark. Second and inches. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
First down for Aaron. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 35 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
First and 10. A quick throw here, taken by Odell. And he's in. What a drive. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown Steelers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out to a 7-3 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Brown now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Play action, it's Mahomes. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Up past the 35. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
He's got it at about the 8. And the Chiefs are looking at a first and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Pacheco. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Alex Highsmith gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This defense hitting their ears back. Coming to get him again.
Let's give a lot of credit to this defense, Mike. They've got their backs on their own goal line, and they completely buckle down here in the low red zone. I mean, this pass rush, they've completely changed the scope of this possession and now brings up fourth and goal.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This from 30 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within 1. It's 7-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Rodgers finding Wilson for a big one. 32 yards. One quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. A 1-point affair, 7-6 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. To the left side, OBJ is there. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
And on this 1st down, it's Johnson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 47-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers extend their lead to 10-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy.
A gain of 7 brings up
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, KC.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Mahomes quickly out to right. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Second down, they need 3. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That one taken in. Rushing right. Touchdown, Kansas City. Not a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. Now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Miller now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. The master of play action, Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Rodgers. Will set up the screen to Gainwell. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Rodgers going up top again. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker,
take a sack. You just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught right side by Beckham. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 47 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Now Rodgers. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Again, it's Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers make the lead 4. It is 17-13. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Right back to Kelsey again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Throwing now, Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he'll take this one in. It's Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Miller now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And as this season starts to wind down, we look ahead to NFL honors the week of the Super Bowl. Take a look at some of the candidates to take home the award for the Offensive Player of the Year. Rodgers on first down. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. First down for Aaron. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A-Rod down to throw on first down. He'll get that to Wilson. Huff running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studio.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with first and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
On first down, right back to Johnson. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry. First and 10 now from the 36. On first carry for Gus Edwards. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That is Omar Norman Lott there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's Xavier Worthy and his Kansas City teammates getting set for their next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. He'll get about 2. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, he's got Kelsey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Mahomes on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. That is T.J. Watt. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Patrick to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. Give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs will tie the game here in the 3rd quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
They'll return this from the 10. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as the season winds to a close, we show you some of the rookies in contention to be recognized as Offensive Rookie of the Year at NFL Honors during Super Bowl week. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And the rush gets goals. He'll go down. They got him.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here comes 3rd and 6. now Rodgers. And on third down, that ball's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. They'll send Worthy in motion. He'll get this out wide, and he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Here's Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. They'll send Worthy in motion. This is intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Steelers' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our top. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Rodgers to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back in on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Third and long for Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Important punt here in this tie game late. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He gets that to Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd and 7.
Second down at the 17-yard line.
Play action here. Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard. Gain of 5 on 34.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This is intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On this 1st down, it's Johnson. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 12. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down by Jimmy Ward. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Second down and 8. Rodgers. Metcalf pulls in that one. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down.
88.
On the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there. And that'll set up fourth down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
And this one online, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football.
26-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10. First and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A gain there of 27 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here we go. First and goal. Here's Pacheco. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
For the lead, here is third and goal. The throw is Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Rice. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to even the score late. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Miller now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This game level following the made field goal. They need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That calf reels it in on the right side. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Get a stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock stops at 46 seconds to go. Here's 1st down. They'll go with Johnson. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Brown now to return it. Crazy. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. One last shot now for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.